Hello everyone, how are you doing? I'm your host Malgaris. Welcome back to the 4th competitive challenge on Masse. 4 games today, first game on Crevice playing as Hurricane. Alright, right side, let's get this ball rolling. Open up for a little turbine, little mine, sell you off, open you up, prepare to go, and get our back foot up and ready to go. Sell you as well, and more turbines please. I'm gonna need to get these juicy turbines up before anything else. I'll sell you off so I can stabilize later. There we go. Alright, let's make this a good one, shall we? What's my opponent up to? Ooh, also building back turbines. Let me just go for a third turbine. They should take care of all my economy before the beginning of the game. Also stability deck, quite important. Get you up and get you real nice and extendy. There we go. That's an extended thing if I've ever seen one. Oh, that's the wrong button. This is the right button. Alright, let's build up and get our next mines going and flowing. Mine and mine. Oh, that's actually a pretty good opener. Oh, let me move this one. Yeah, my opponent's also doing a pretty good job poking around stuff. Alright. You've got a decent setup going, so I can simply sell you off. Okay, maybe not so simply sell you off. I still can sell you off with relative comfort. So they're building over there. Okay. Their own stability tech. That's pretty nice. Oh. Alright. Next up, laser tech. I'm going to spam my economy to the point that I can support it. Because getting the laser out pronto is quite important. So I'm gonna need those if I want to defeat my opponent. Place over here. That's the eco need for the laser. Upgrade center is a go-go for them. Wait for a moment. I do want to get my stuff out first before I go for an upgrade center, because I want to be able to form my main offensive at a decent pace. There you go. Room enough for laser stuff. Also, I've learned my lesson. I'm not gonna build too short to the background, because that will prevent me from actually being able to properly protect myself. They're going for cannons, which is good to know. I've done a very poor job optimizing this build, lest we'd have had a laser once this one finishes. That's okay, we can wait for a small while I'm looking at what my opponent's doing. I'm not opening for fire beam because I will just lay my laser, and my laser is my main form of firepower. So yeah, that takes priority, obviously. Not sure what's going on over there, but it's probably dangerous. Fire beam second. It's like bread, and with a fire beam, it's garlic bread. So for this one, let me just kindly improve my breadsticks. And actually get a sniper up here. So that's gonna help out with poking. Upgrading mines, very smart move. They'll ensure long-term economy. Oh, what can I forget? They're building missiles. Two warheads might actually be a bit of a problem for me, if they do get those. Alright. Oh, actually it's a pretty good... Ooh, I see what you're doing. I'm sure I like it. Let's see. Poke over here. That could have gone far worse for you. There you go. Ooh, awesome. That's pretty decent. Well, I'm gonna open you up. I'm pretty confident right now. Hopefully I won't regret that. So, just get a winter stocking going of stuff. I see that. Actually, that's gonna buy me some time. That's pretty nice. Nope. Yes. Alright, that's a pretty nice shot. Fortunately for you, I do have my active ready to go. So I have to contest with that. 4.5. Ah. I do wonder what commander they're playing though. The double warhead then has never hurt anyone, right? Okay, I'm kinda locked into this game right now. Oh, come on, really? At this point. Those shots are frustratingly accurate. Also, I do expect this warhead to be destroyed by sufficient anti-air, which is not doing currently. And their fire rate is not infrequent either. Okay, please explain to me why you do not fire, because it's kind of required to win this game. Also, door up. I don't want any nice surprises. My eco going awry. Not really what I intend to happen, but I'll take it. Like, my AA is still not responding quite well, actually. The not great AA accusations are not being pinned as of today. For which I am not quite appreciative. Also, I believe she's stealing my stuff. There you go. See, that's much better. Not bad. Even took out a mine with you. Sorry, but I don't trust my A anymore. Just straight up. It's kind of BS. But you just self can. Odd move. That'll buy me some time. I'll get my turbines for more production. I have no clue why they solve that can. But I will use it to my advantage, that's for sure. Upgrade you. Get a bit more storage shards. Just gotta keep them on their toes, at least for a while. This is a war of attrition, which I was hoping I would finish a bit earlier. Oh, there's again back there. I see. They also partially shot themselves, which makes me happy, man. Oh wait, I still need this to fire my missiles. Nice shot. Need a little bit more. Oh really? Same shot, same angle? Man. How rude. Well, I guess just need 2 snipers now. This real quick. And I'll smell up this plate. Ooh. That's the wrong thing. Oh, this is gonna suck, buddy. We got contact. Ooh. That's gonna take a toll on your production. Oh, they're a heavy commander. Just don't know which one yet. Dang. That's what I'm talking about. And pierce through. GG. Alright, a pretty straightforward game. I believe that destruction with batteries was the cause of death for them. But they had a very strong economy, they were held on pretty good. Alright then, that's the first game of today. Let's move on to the second one. Alright, welcome back to Split. It's time for some close, quirky action on this map. I hope you like missiles, cause I like them. And I got plenty for you, my friends. Alright, time to start connecting, get mining, and get this missile pod Raven. Alright, my opponents have the same idea. And that's what I like about this map. It's difficult, but also very straightforward. Like, get a pod, shoot a pod, and that's it. Target paint indeed. Was there? Ooh. That's a very smart reaction, and they're going for an eco. Good to know. That means I will just gonna get this one out. See if I can do a death from above. Ooh, they were actually going full eco. Alright. That means my missile will only be effective against their turbines. And also I can still tank from the top down. Which means incendiary mortars it is. Don't worry, I know when to stop. And it's not right now. Two turbines out, off to a great start. Their turbines are also pretty nicely covered. So yeah. I see that workshop technology right there. So yeah. I'm curious as to what their plan is. Because the disadvantage of having a big eco build is that if you cannot deal with a rush, it's just gonna crush you. Like, no questions asked. I'm not rushing anything right now. I'm actually just taking my time, building up my strength, building up my forces, and also incendiary mortars. Because I have to make sure that he still knows he's in enemy territory, and I have to punish him for that. What better punishment than to disrupt his precious economy. Alright, next up. Fourth mine, mail storage and upgrade center. Oh. Are you trying to enable me with your naughty juice? Don't worry, I got plenty to serve. Okay, this one from the Empire. Oh, that's a nice Empire. There we go, upgrade center is going down. Okay, so now what kind of commander are playing? That means they're going for a big old busty boy. So as long as their front is relatively unprotected, a salt warhead should pierce through and deal a lot of damage. Don't worry, 3 turbines more enough to maintain this kind of firepower. So I should expand when the... Oh, station. I just shot myself. So I should expand when the opportunity arises. Problem is they have far superior economy than me. So I have to be mindful of that as well. Except for energy. That's still sticking for them. I believe they might be actually doing some counter mortar. Hey, don't worry. I've got my own plans for. You're not going to out-mortar me, my friends. That's my job. Unless the bus stop, then I'm actually in kind of trouble. Let's see if I can't reveal myself a little bit. Ooh, I actually had impact. Okay, upgrade you to a warhead. Go. Let's wait. Get you in. And get you in. Oh, that's a nice cup. That's very, very nice cup. They're building something back there, which I'm not too big a fan of. Don't know what it is just yet, but I'm just not gonna be a fan, that's all. I know I'm not gonna be a fan of you. There you go. Sell you off, get you in slightly better position. Right here, warhead's about 40% done, it's fine. Get you down, get my core a little bit more protected. There we go. Looks like they're also engaging for a longer game. AP snipers. Wait, just gonna do this. It's very quiet right now. Sorry for not entertaining gameplay, but right now it's a bit of a must. Ooh, they're building something down there as well. Okay, looks like their eco build is getting some success off. Good for them. Oh, sweet, it's a hit. Alright. Gonna put you guys on 4. Okay. That's a hit. Oh, there's still some foreground base. Oh, you're on fire. Should be careful, are you? When you're on fire, bad things tend to happen. On 5. Fire back, fire back. Put on fire, put on fire, put on fire, put on fire. Impact. Oof. I did lose my snipers though, which is unfortunate. That's okay, I can rebuild them. That 20 mil though is gonna be a bit of a more expensive cost to rebuild. Looks like it's not so accurate today either. Oh, sorry. That was bad. Maybe I shouldn't shoot my own projectiles. that a hit? It's actually pretty frustrating. He's playing enough time. Well, those are my turbines. I'm not sure how that didn't hit. It's fine. Still got a game to cover. And my income is pretty decent as well, so, you know. I think a buzzsaw would be a nice call. Good thing I got 2 great mines, because this would have been a much more difficult game if there weren't. Don't get cocky now. Just because you got the upper hand in one weapon doesn't mean I get several others to support me. Also, maybe this will help change your mind about the situation. I'll get you as well. This might not be a big deal, but he is losing firepower though. And core health, more importantly. There is a slight punishment to getting your stuff blown up in the process. Oh, come on, really? That didn't cut you off? That will, though. Right, wait for a moment. They are planning something. I can feel my tiny things. Oh, oh. Oh, that's the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. 5 and 6. Go. I think upgrading these two is the right call to make. Alright, and now let's fire up the World Warhead one more time. There we go. That's direct impact. Not sure what I hit, but I'm pretty happy I did. I hit something. This extra income will help out nicely. There's still something in my borders, which I don't appreciate very much. Classic counter motor play. Let's see. There we go. I need to ride it there. Oh really, that's your move now. See, that's a nice shot. I'm genuinely curious as to what their game plan is right now, because they're not making a lot of progress. I'm sure something big is coming, I just can't point my finger to what it is just yet. Alright then. Oh, wrong sequence. Ooh! Frick heck. That's a kick in the nuts. Yeah, and that's fire. Alright, change of plans. Let's do this real quick. I'm gonna need some protection right now. I think all parties involved know what's going on. It's a full-blown war. My core took some significant damage, but not enough to say. Actually, there's a slight counter this time to strategy. It's called either. Let's see. Nice ignition. Oh, you can wood spam all you like. Ooh, that's actually a nice one. Please calm down. Nice spacing, nice spacing, nice spacing. That's actually very nice spacing. I would kindly ask you to stop doing that. Yeah, that should draw some attention away. Nice. Alright, time for a small counter-offensive. Pressure motors. And some very good enemy pacing is quite deadly for me. Oh, I lost the main source of firepower. I lost most of. Oh no. This is bad. This is very, very bad. On the other hand though, My flag weapon is ready. Yeah, don't worry, there's a counter strategy. I think he's also realizing what's happening, and I gotta be first. Come on, something has to break. There we go. That's actually a lot more dangerous than I anticipated. It's actually pretty exciting. What a formidable foe. Those mortars are getting through. A little bit. Oh no. Biggest advantage of his active. Of her active rather. That's a good hit. Oh. I should rebuild my energy economy, because if I don't, I will not be able to come around. My orders right now is my only ticket to victory if I can pull one off in the first place. There you go. What? Getting pretty difficult to get through to him. Oh, that's bad. That's really, really bad. Those were slightly too high. I am panicking. My energy is also quite low. I believe they're fully honed in on the whole mortar thing now. Which I don't blame them. Sold strategy. Well, that's the turban gone. That's my sniper gone. Got a lot of metal. I don't have a lot of resources. That's part of the challenge. also, correct me if I'm wrong, but they seem to be getting a little bit impatient. They're like, let this game be over, please. What's their brutal counter? How are they going to turn this around? That I do not know yet. I'm just waiting for some kind of death blow to happen any second now. Too late, my friends. And why did that shrapnel? That's weird. You know what? I've got an idea. I'll not be expecting mortar counterattacks, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, I have flying mortars now, eh? Pulling out the dirty tricks. Okay, this is getting pretty awesome. That's it. Somebody's upping the nasty in this game. Huh. That's a possibility. Good thing I have a decent amount of access to metal. Nope, that's gonna hurt. This person really going all in on the mortar stuff. I admire it a lot. Okay, but how do I pull out a figure out of the situation? How about a mass buster excursion? Maybe that should spice things up a little. I will be covering up some bad stuff over here. And if I can slice them apart over there and make that whatever it is fall on top of them, I'll probably find a way to get the upper hand. And then it's showtime. Oh, I see. If I distract him a little bit with some poops and babs like this, it's gonna help out. Just a little bit. Just remember, counter-attacking right now is pretty dangerous if they active. Whoa, oh. Direct impact, not bad at all. Why aren't you going to background racing? I need that to do it right now. I gave you the direct order. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Uh-oh. Oh no. You're in a bit of a pickle right now. And I'm not gonna help you out. Those counter attacks are getting desperate. And your base is quite unstable. Looks like I partially made the right call. And I'm sorry, but you're gonna... Oh. You're kinda running out of options for a counterattack. Guess your core still's got health. Alright, I think it's time for some finale action. So I'm getting real tired of those heavy motors. If I can take those out, that should probably demoralize them. Or her. Do this real quick. Come on. Come on, now's your chance, now's your chance. Harass him and keep him firing. There we go. Oh, you rapscallion, you. That's a lot of metal. There's a lot of eco I can fire down upon. Get the impression sometimes people forget how expensive this stuff is. I think it's, oh, sorry, wrong button. I believe I just have to bust. 2 warheads, buzzsaws, and that should be it. Oh. Oh. You beacon strike. Ooh. You lost some firepower. You're about to lose some more. Oh my god. Ooh. GG. That was one of the more intense games I've ever played, both in durability and skill of opponents. Very tanky, very hunkered down, and we were constantly escalating firepower, constantly like maneuvering each other, plug each other out, and that was an amazing game. If I would have lost, I would have been a little bit more upset, but I've won and that like really pierced hard through. But as a player, if you're looking this video up, well done, you gave me one heck of a time. Alright, and that was the second game of today. Let's move on to the third one. Alright, welcome back to Crevice. Get show on the road, get our turbine out, and get our back turbines. I have to say, I am pretty fortunate. In the sense that the first game I lost this season was against a very strong Crevice player, and they showed me a very good build. I looked at it in replay, and it's basically like the opening for this one. I'm very happy that I got to fight the person. So yeah, this one has built me a lot of victories, especially on the economic side, and really helped me smooth up my build. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. But enough gushing about my opponents and how they inspire me to become a better fighter. It's time to fight our current one. If, of course, this thing allows me to do so. Because right now I am not being my best. Oh, there you go. Perfect. It's time to move up. Alright, let's sell you off for some extra eco boosting and get this mine out. My opponent is doing a very similar thing with this build. Good stabilization. Alright. Not too great, I'll admit that. Hey, it's a build. Probably first stabilize that one before I do anything else. Okay. Basically going for a slow and steady approach. But that means there are still some hidden check marks I might not have spotted just yet. So you have to be extra careful. I shall also probably just wait around a little bit to make sure that my laser technology is ready to go. I've laid my economy somewhat. So, should be down. Only 30%, that's a very bad deal. That's a lot of topside stabilization. Aha! That kinda spooked me. Alright. I just lost 200 mel in the blink of an eye. And the world just watched. Okay. They're expanding upwards. Just get my storage ready for my inevitable laser. Put you as well. Alright. Now we wait. I'm just going to stick to 5 mines. 5 mines at Freddy's. I actually saw the movie, the second movie, the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. It was yeah. Not too great, to be honest. Alright. Just hold on for a moment. And get the laser out as soon as possible. Remember, laser first, then fire beam. I'm actually really botching my build right now. I recognize that. But that's alright. As long as I can find a decent opening, it's not. They will have a difficult chance to repair and fire back at that. So just focus on that, and once that's done, I can continue my push. So, here comes the fire beam. Here comes the fire beam. Open your mouth. There you go. Nice and armored up. Yep, that's a weapon. That was not very subtle of them. But there is something coming right there. Do wonder though, what kind of weapon it is. Is it a big gun? Is it a small gun? Let's see. Let's get this mounted as well. Maybe it's a small gun wanting to be a big gun. I do wonder. Okay, they're kicking up real nice right now. Their front is very protected. That means piercing through will be a lot more satisfying. Man, I'm still reeling a little bit from... Oh, wrong technology. I am still reeling a little bit from that last game with that very strong Buster player. So I'm curious what kind of opponent is facing me today. Well, can't daydream too much, because it's time to open fire. Literally, because I'm using fire beam. Alright, gotta aim slightly higher. Gonna bulk you up though, because I'm suspecting cannons. Or at least a cannon. Ooh. Okay, compared to the last guy, their cannon's far more protected. Which is a very good thing. That means you have a big game on our hands. Also, they're not really expanding downwards, and I'll use it to my advantage. They gotta open up at some point. Therapy is a good thing. Ooh. That actually did something. Oh, alright. Oh, that mine's running away. That's not time to lose momentum. Get these two out. They all start out as damage maintainers, but they all have to actually go to the real base busters that I want them to be. I'm just gonna mass upgrade these. I don't really have an incentive to maintain my firepower as of now. Other than to, you know, pull attention outwards to something else. Which I don't really want to do right now. Alright. Also expand storage. My energy producers are right now more sufficient. Just open up a little bit over here. Learn 10 therapy. And let it cook. And I've been making a lot of like baking and cooking puns in this episode. Put you on 3, put you on 4. Put you on upgrade duty. Actually both of you. Just upgrade you very close to each other. As intended. Actually, a couple of enemy boss outs will be very effective. So I gotta watch out for that as well. Just mass upgrade these. Yep, this man's cooking. I believe it was a cannon. Oh, GG. A Firebird player, huh? Well, that's a very nice job you did there. Don't know what the intent behind the bird was, but you are obviously scared of my lasers. Alright, that's the third game of today. Let's move on to the fourth and final one. Alright, welcome back to Split. Hope you guys are ready for some close quirky combat once again. Let's see what my opponent is doing. Oops, I forgot to do the cover up build. Now he knows something's coming. So that makes this a bit more dangerous for me. However, 3 mines should be a nice opener. There you go. Got plenty of energy. Actually, I don't. I really don't feel. Oh, actually, I botched this build. Hot diggity dog. This is some amateur stuff right there, Malgaris. You should be ashamed of yourself. It's okay though. I forgive myself. Ooh. Okay, somebody has some bad ideas. A good thing I'll turbine. 1 turbine, not enough to maintain a fence like this. 2 turbines, however, a lot better. Also, early damage to metal on double economy, very effective. I can only recommend it. Now the storage support. Seep. Oh yeah. Oh no. A C player might actually be a big problem. Now, excessive anti-air is good enough. But they don't seem to have any turbines, which means that the follow-up will be a bit more difficult for them. It's a nice attack, don't get me wrong. If you don't have anything to follow it up with, you're basically a sitting duck, which you don't want to be. Alright, time to get those incendiary mortars rolling out. Put additional pressure on their backsides. Let's make sure that my damage is also nice and maintained. If I can take out the sniper, that'll be very big. It just buy me so much time. Go. They're building something up there. Not sure what it is just yet. Not keen to find out what it is. Not keen to find out what it is either. So yeah, bit of a double game. Alright. Looks like our workshop is done. Which means... uh-oh. That's a warhead. I'm actually in a bit of trouble. But they don't seem to have any turbines yet, so they fire it pretty slow. To the point that it's non-threatening. Still, it's a seep warhead, which means if you underestimate it, it's at your own peril. Because even if you destroy the initial heads, it can still do a lot of damage. Oh, I see. I see what you're trying to do. The question is, how am I going to stop that? Alright, spare your anti-air. That's the solution. Ooh. What? Ah, smart. Very smart. However, my target is the warheads. If I can take out the warheads, it's all uphill from there. For me at least. I've got the economy to support it, so why not have that? That gets a big economy. There you go. I am not losing a game without any turbines, right? That's not against play with no turbines. That's also how this is going to go. Because I feel like a devastating counter attack comes creep up at me at some points, but I just can't pinpoint it. I just can't pinpoint it. Oh, there you go. Looks like the counter attack has arrived. Where are those freaking turbines? They're arming up quite nicely. Gotta give them that. But the warhead fire rate is concerningly low. Pin this one down. Ooh, careful. Alright, this person is hiking in for some good defenses. That means I do have to pace my shots if I want to keep him off my back. Well, our economy can support this kind of firepower, so why the heck not? But that's some very tight anti-air they got there. Ooh, that's a nice door snipe. That was a few pixels away. Pretty proud of myself for that one. Oh, wrong button, my bad. I really don't think this is the right time for a double door. Then again, I'm not you, so what do I? All I know is that it's some brutal impacts you're gonna suffer. That warhead wouldn't have hit, I would have become very upset with you. Alright, let's start this tight anti-air shower. Direct impact. Love to see that. Just maintain firepower that's being dealt out over here. You're on fire. And I'm hearing the delicious sound of your core cooking for me. Nice shot. It just wasn't enough. GG. Yeah, that opening missile was pretty scary, but without any turbines to like keep momentum going and find fire supports, that's Seep's power was just severely diminished. Either way, those were 4 matches today and 4 victories for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, why not like the video and subscribe for more content. That is all. I'm your host Malgaris and I'll see you next time. Bye.